Mrs. Susan Levin. Ms. Levin, please come forward.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Susan Levine, and I'm here tonight in regards to the proposed changes to Policy 6010, specifically with respect to the addition of exemptions for students with IEPs or 504 plans. I commend the board for adding this language to Policy 6010 to promote equity for this vulnerable disabled student population. However, I urge the board to remove the current limitation of the exemption only applying to students who have an IEP or 504 plan in place by the date of the board's redistricting vote. As background, the proposed 504 IEP exemption language is currently in the board's Policy 9000, Student Residency Eligibility Enrollment and Assignment, but without the limiting date. Emails obtained through the Maryland Public Information Act from the 2019 redistricting showed that school officials think that parents are trying to use IEPs and 504s to get an exemption from redistricting. Quote, a few principals have brought it to our attention that families are attempting to acquire a 504 or IEP for their child, so they may be exempt from redistricting, end quote. However, in reality, this could not be further from the truth. We are talking about disabled children whose parents are trying to get them the help that they need, help that they are legally entitled to. Anyone who has been through this process can tell you that a child is not obtaining an IEP or 504 plan unless they meet the legal requirements. As a parent of a child with a 504 plan and another child with dyslexia, I want to make you aware of how long it takes a family to go through the IEP and 504 process. The IEP process takes 120 days. The process allows the school system 30 days in which to set up the initial meeting, 60 days to do the testing and meet with the family to discuss the results, and then another 30 days to develop the IEP. That is a total of 120 days and means that if a family starts the IEP process at the very beginning of the school year, it will not be completed by the board's vote. Further, for 504 plans, there are no hard deadlines like there are for IEPs, and the school only has to hold the meeting in a reasonable period of time. From my personal experience, it has taken 5 to 6 weeks to hold an initial 504 meeting. I urge you to revise the proposed policy to allow an exemption for any student who receives an IEP or 504 plan at any point during the school year of the board's redistricting vote. This stability is crucial for special needs kids. The school team that performs the testing and puts the plan in place is in the best position to understand the child's needs and execute the plan. Families and students are often struggling or in crisis when they go through the IEP or 504 process and should not have to worry about a huge transition so quickly after putting a plan into action. Please revise the proposed IEP and 504 exemptions added to Policy 6010 to allow an exemption to any student who receives an IEP or 504 plan at any point during the school year of the board's redistricting vote. This would provide needed stability and support to those families who are navigating the complicated IEP and 504 plan process, ensure equity for these disabled students. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Levin. So I will go back to the registration.